Good evening, and a very warm welcome to each one of you present here. First of all, what IEEE is Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, world's largest professional organization committed to the advancement of technological innovation and excellence to benefit all of community. This association has developed thousands of standards to provide a basis for regulation and remove barriers for development. It is designed to serve professionals involved in all aspects of electrical and computing fields and related areas of science and technology that underlie modern civilization. Interesting fact is that IEEE has a community of 420,000 members from all professions, including students, doctors, engineers, and professionals, and 5 million IEEE explored content. IEEE, IEEE has more than 40 societies to engage people on their own. Some societies are IEEE Aerospace and Electronic Systems Society, IEEE Antennas and Propagation Society, IEEE Circuits and Systems Society, IEEE Components, Packaging and Manufacturing Technology Society, IEEE Computational Intelligence Society. Well, here is our program, IEEE Potential Development Webinar Series. Right time to start a new life. The main purpose of this webinar series is to engage maximum people with this fruitful and healthy activity in this pandemic situation. There are interesting topics with great speakers, and we will spend some good time together. Okay, so here is the series timeline. We have total 10 webinars with 2 bonus sessions on different work themes like mental well-being, research methodology, personal development, sustainable development, and coherent national research agenda in Pakistan. Find your inner skills, start making money. Value of entrepreneurship, study of COVID-19 from the perspective of control system. Personal branding. If you don't find it, create it. The last one is time management. 140 people attended our first webinar on mental well-being by Mariam Rashid via Facebook and WebEx. 151 people attended our second webinar on research methodology by Dr. G.S. Javed. 110 people attended our third webinar on personal development by Mariam Rehman. 103 people attended our fourth webinar on sustainable development and coherent national research agenda in Pakistan by Naveed Ahmed Kunar. 180 people attended our fifth webinar on Find Your Inner Skills and Start Making Money by Aisha Tabassum. 101 people attended our sixth webinar on Value of Entrepreneurship by Muhammad El Dalal. 148 people attended our bonus webinar on study of COVID-19 from the perspective of control systems by Mr. Gulame Mustafa Abu. 114 people attended our eighth webinar on personal branding by Waqas Hassan. And 101 people attended our ninth webinar on If You Don't Find It, Create It by Amarzish Kadir and Muhammad Abdurrahman. Okay, so here we have an activity for you during the webinar. What you need to do is you need to follow these instructions. Take a screenshot of the webinar or take a selfie with the webinar. Share your experience on your Facebook or Instagram and mention us on these Facebook and Insta ID. An additional certificate and special shout out on our Insta account. Okay, so today's speaker is Mehak Rehman from MNSUAM, and she will talk on time management. She is doing MS Computer Science from MNSUAM, last semester enrolled. Research in progress, plus she is doing job at MNSUAM. She will discuss That's why we need time management. How can we use time efficiently? Manage multitasking, prioritize tasks, save time techniques, including real life examples. Hand over to Mehak Rehman.
Shall we start now?
Yes, Mehak, you're audible. You can start now.
First of all, I would like to greet my audience. It's great to see you all. I hope you all are doing fine. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to our beautiful discussion. Is a time management. My name is Mehak Rehman, and I will discuss about the time management. Our agenda is why do we need time management? How to use time effectively? There is a time for everything: goals, priorities, and plans. 80-20 rule, to-do list, time management process. Time management metrics, how to manage time. Situation become odd if you don't manage time, be productive during COVID-19. What do you another time management? About what is the importance of the time management skill in our daily life? Time is a period, action, process, or condition exists or continues. Time is a scarce resource. You can say that time is a gold. It is more valuable than money, as money can be earned, but time can't be earned. Time is itself a money. Time is fixed and we can't change it. Human being on earth has the same amount of a time, that is 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and 1,440 minutes in a day, and the 5 and 60 minutes in a year. You can't recycle wasted time. Managing time is like managing one's life. Achieving personal success requires efficient and productive use of time. Time management is the method that is used to organize one's time. Crucial to time management is an understanding of the difference between efficiency and effectiveness. Efficiency is doing things right, while effectiveness is doing the things right. Time management is a skill that can be learned, practiced, and mastered with determination and repetition. We can define time management as the ability to prioritize, schedule, and execute one's daily responsibilities to a level of a personal satisfaction. Time management is a set of principles, practice, skills, tools, and system working together to get more value out of our time with the aim of improving the quality of our life. By the end of the session, you will be able to clarify your goals and achieve them, handle people and projects that waste your time, be involved in a work more efficiently with your boss, advisor, and specific skills and tools to save your time, overcome stress and procrastination. By procrastinations, I means that the common signs of procrastination, that is a chronically late, impulsiveness, loss, feeling and aimless, lack of beyond the task, lack of beyond to manage your time, enthusiasm, lack of enjoyment, not passionate about the task. We will discuss about this kind of a problem. So here's the question. Why do we need time management? What is our basic goal of talking about the time management skills? Number one is the effective planning. They think a goal without a plan is just a wish. Good planning without a good working is nothing. Setting goals. Number two is setting goals and objective. Our goals can only be reached through a vehicle of a plan in which we must believe and upon which we must vigorously act. No other route to success. Number three is the setting deadlines. Number four, delegation of responsibilities. Number five, prioritizing activity as per their importance. The most, the reason most people never reach their goals is that they don't define them or ever seriously consider them as possible or achievable. Winners can tell you where they are going, what they plan to do along the way, and who will be sharing the adventure with them. Spending the right time on the right activity. This is the most important thing you should have to do. Now, there is a time for everything, and the time to die, and a time to uproot, a time to love, and a time to hate. Time for war, and the time for peace, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to dance, a time to tear, and a time to mend, a time to be silent, and a time to speak, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to tear, a time to build, a time to search, and a time to give up, a time to keep, and a time to throw away. Now, goals, priorities, and planning. Why I'm doing this? What is the goal? Why will I succeed? What happens if I choose not to do it? Unless you have a unless you have a definite precise set goals, you are going to realize the maximum potential lies within you. Proper planning is the key to success, and preparation prevents the poor performance in any field. We'll discuss about the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Few and many, having the courage of your conviction. Good judgment comes from the experience. Experiences come from the bad judgment. Then what I mean from all of these points? The 80-20 rule of a time management, it was developed by the Italian economist Pareto. He observed in 1906 that 80% of the wealth in Italy was controlled by 20% of the Italian population. The 80-20 rule for Pareto principle works everywhere in life. The 80-20 rule says that 80% of what a person achieves is derived from 20% of the time the person expends. Every more with less is possible, provided that we identify the golden 20%, the people, methods, time, and methods that are extremely creative and productive. We devote 20% of our time to activity that is central to our aims and 80% of activity of marginal importance. That is all what I mean by Pareto principle. We have to identify what is important to us, what is urgent. Inspiration is that if you can dream it, you can do it. But in real life, if you just dream it and you want to achieve it, then you have to. Sorry, I'm showing guys. Now I will discuss about the to-do list. Break things down into small steps. Cleaning his or her room. Do the ugliest thing first. So I would like to discuss about the pickle jar theory of a time management. We need to prioritize our activities and recognize our big rocks. We need to allot time in accordance with the priority. Rocks. What do we mean by the big are the things of first importance which takes more time. Smaller rocks are the urgent things, but not so important. Sand goes in on top of a smaller rocks and creeps all around the big rocks. For example, activities thrust upon us from all directions and which cause a lot of upsets. So here is the Eisenhower decision. It's one of the simplest prioritization framework that categorizes tasks either important or urgent. This quadrant was proposed by US President Eisenhower. It is the principle of what is important is seldom urgent and what is urgent is seldom important. Based on this, a task would end up in one of the four categories measured in two distinct dimensions: urgent, not urgent, or important, not important. Urgent means a task that requires immediate attention. Important tasks are the tasks that contribute to our long-term mission, values, and goals. Priority one tasks are the tasks that are both urgent and important. These tasks need to be addressed personally immediately. Priority two tasks are the tasks that are important but not urgent. These tasks need to be addressed personally but not immediately, so they need to have a planned date. Priority 3 tasks are the tasks that are urgent but not important, so they require immediate attention. Priority 4 tasks are tasks that are neither urgent nor important, so they are mostly a waste of time. Always use the Eisenhower method when adding tasks to your to-do list. Always ask your important whether it is of work, whether it is urgent. In journal, you can make a goal of spending at least 8 the not urgent important quadrant. The other 20% will be divided between urgent and important. So here are the elements of a time management process. Generally, a time management process involves a 5-step. Number one, that is a setting, priorities, analyzing, filtering, scheduling, executing. So cost your time, making activity logs, goal settings, planning, prioritizing, scheduling. Understand the true value by calculating the formula. Cost per year is equal to the salary plus taxes plus office space plus office equipment plus profit you generate. Also prioritize your time. Planning better defines the course of action. Making Make a realistic estimate of time spent during day on job order. Pinpoint the critical areas. Finding the hub more efficiently in the morning while other are more efficient in the evening. You have to identify in which phase of the day you're more active and better to. Number three is the goal clarifier to our work life. We could also use for ABC priority system. One, I could say that the items A will be the items that needed to be done that day. The section B could be the items that need completion within a, and let's say the items that need to be done within a month. Analyze your time use. You should have to prioritize what are your goals and what you have to do to achieve them. Setting lifetime goals help to chart your life course and it would lead you towards success. Break up your lifetime goals into smaller goals. Make a daily to-do list, revise and update your list on daily basis and judge your performance. Organize your time, analyze your time use. Organize your time. Time is an equal opportunity resource for every human being on this earth. Everyone gets 168 hours per week. Time is elusive and easy to ignore. Time is non-renewable resource. Time seems to pass at a varying speed. So one must have a knowledge how to use this time more effectively and efficiently. Number four is the planning. Without planning, you can't achieve your goal efficiently. Draw an action plan, a list of things that need to be done to achieve your goals. Continually look at the ways to free up time. Concentrate on one thing at a time. Avoid multitasking. Set that plan your day the night before or the morning and establish priorities. What you have to do first. Number five is the prioritize. Make a to-do list. Consider the value of the task before to do it. It is worth and company resources. Prioritize your tasks. The most important job should be completed first, followed by the other jobs. Scheduling. Make a realistic estimate of how much you can do. Plan to contingency time to deal with unexpected job. Minimize stress avoiding commit, by avoiding unnecessary commitments with others. Schedule your time. Scheduling activities consists time to activities. To plan is planning to fail. We must plan for each day, each week, and each semester. We can always change your plan, but only once you have one. Activities should be grouped by topics. You could use a three-part scheduling plan: the master schedule and a daily schedule. Using a daily planner, complete a term assignment preview. Use a week at a glance organizer. Enter in due dates and social events as soon as you can. Review your calendar daily for the current week and upcoming to review calendar and it can help relieve stress. The important executing the plan. Execution is the implementation of established schedule. Sticking to a schedule provides control, saves and provides flexibility and increases flexibility. It makes tasks more manageable and helps us to work at peak efficiency. Because there are the three things that you can't recover in life: the moment after it's missed, after it's said, and the time after it's wasted. So, as we already discussed about the time management Eisenhower matrix, here is the quadrant of necessity, that what tasks considered as the important. They could result in, so you have to do it first. Pressing problem, time bound, deadlines. Then there's a quadrant of quality and personal leadership that falls in the category of not urgent. They need focus, planning, prevention, exercise, relationship build. And there is a not important quadrant of deception that you should have avoid interruptions by some emails. You have to manage your time. You should prevent deception. You should prevent interruptions. Quadrant of waste, avoid mindless TV, trivia, busy work, time waster. The symptoms of poor time management. Poor time management affects every part of our life, from work to relationship. Symptoms or signs of a poor time management could be considered a lack of achievement, always missing deadlines, more time spending socializing at work, more time on the telephone, constantly interrupting others and being interrupted. We can consider is as a barriers to the good time management. Some of the barriers to the good time management, like keeping too many things in our head. We can't concentrate at one thing, like multitasking is a thing to do. Too much, doing whatever grabs our attention next, not spending enough time on our top priorities, poor planning, working in a disorganized and distracting environment, always saying yes, not managing our inflows and confusing activity with productivity. We should not do that. We should be focused to achieve our goals. So here are some tips to achieve your goals. Write down things. It will help you to remember. It will help you to become organized. Always meet your deadlines. Never waste your time. Take your leisure time to enjoy as well. Eat healthy, stay healthy, keep yourself good. Don't waste your time. Building good habit leads you to success. So here is the how to manage time. Prepare yourself first. Learn to say no assertively. Plan for change. Finish fully. It's energizing and motivating. On your most productive time of the day. As I've talked earlier, some people are more active at the morning and some people at the evening. Circadian rhythm. Managing time in increments. You should have to identify time robbers, stealers. These are the behaviors that steal your valuable time away from responsibility and attention. Time robbers can be the persons or the things that literally suck the energy out of your life. It includes telephone calls, poor planning, attempting to do too much, drop in visitors, poor delegation, personal disorganization, lack of self discipline, and procrastination. As we already discussed about that, if one having a too much anxiety, he can't perform his daily tasks more efficiently as compared to a person with a healthy mind and with the optimistic mind. A procrastinator need time to complete tasks. A procrastinator can be impulsive, work better under pressure. He could be feeling anxious and aimless, lack of being to begin the task. His energy will be low throughout the day. Break. If you try to do too much, then it's also not a good thing. Your mind needs rest to perform fully. Keep track of your progress because the benefits of the good numerous. With time management skill, was one is in control of one's time, stress, energy level. One can maintain balance between one's work and personal life. Reassess the list. You have to identify, you have to prioritize, you have to look for the things that you have to do and that are important. Time for always analyze your time use. We must find our biological prime time. We must spend it ruthlessly and spend it usefully. We must also find our dead time. We must schedule our over a good sleep for 7 to 9 hours every night. Sleeping properly, 7 to 9 hours every night sleep is necessary for our body to perform healthy. So you should have to sleep to in order to remain healthy, active, following. The situation can be become odd if you don't manage time, if you waste time. Because good time management improves the quality of one's life. You will get more time for making progress or enjoying good time management boosts an individual's self-esteem and self-confidence. Good time management makes an individual punctual and disciplined. Time management is the key to better productivity and the better job performance. Time management helps an individual less prone to stress and anxiety. With effective time management, save your health. Because time is the coin of your life. It is the only coin you have, and only you can determine how it will be spent. Be careful, lest you let other people spend it for you. Time is at once the most valuable of possessions. You could either make the best out of it, or you could either lost it because the lost time is never found again. To choose time is to save time because there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. So now, in the current scenario in the COVID-19, you should be productive. How you can be productive at home? You can exercise. You can start reading. If you do exercise, remain physically active. Exercise also promote the healthy hormones such as the serotonin in our body to keep our mood healthy. If you're reading, then it could increase your knowledge. And if you can also do spend your time at the virtual, at the online business plan, you could connect with the people virtually. You could use your time. Now there's any question answer session. Any questions from the audience will be appreciated.
Ma'am, Abdul Rahman here, and I have a question.
Sorry, say it again.
Abdul Rahman here, and I have a question.
Okay, go for it.
Ma'am, how should we manage the time in the situations like in these days when we have to attend the online classes around the clock 8 to 5, we submit assignments, attempt quizzes, and much more like that? So, how can we manage all these?
What is your daily routine? How you plan your day? How you spend your time 24 hours? First of all, tell me about
Ye-
this.
Yes, ma'am, sure. It's something like I just got up at about 9 a.m. in the morning, and
Okay,
then I need to attend the classes, online classes that are scheduled. Uh,
okay.
and at about 5 p.m. I just attend these classes. Then I need to manage some work at home, and after that, it's the routine that at night we usually slept late. So, as you're saying that we have to sleep 7 to 9 hours per day, so how can we manage this?
Um, what time at night do you sleep? And what is your layer time? Can you listen me?
Yes, ma'am. Now you're audible.
Okay, so what is your layer time throughout the day?
Sorry,
What,
I can't hear you properly.
okay, if online classes are from generally 10 to 5,
Yes, something about 9 to 5. Can say that scheduled. Yes.
9 to 5. And you wake up at
And
9
daily
a.m.
time
in the
is not.
morning.
Sorry.
And you wake up at 9 a.m. in the morning.
You can say that if my class is not there at 9 a.m., then I will wake up at 11 or 12. But if my class is there, so I will wake up just about.
First of all, you should have to reschedule your sleeping time because if you wake up sometime early like 7 a.m., then you have mental well-being as go for a morning walk. You can start your day with the best energy. You can do a breakfast at time and then lunch, dinner also at time. So it will also help you if you get up early in the morning.
Okay.
First of all, you should have to wake up in the morning so you could have a time for yourself as well. If your class is from 9 to 5, then if you, for example, let's say you wake up at the 7 a.m. in the morning, you could go for a morning walk, you could refresh yourself, and otherwise, if you're not a fan of doing exercise, workout, you can do yoga, meditation, whatever suits you. And after that, you could make your breakfast to give yourself a boost that you are doing something for yourself as well. You could make your own breakfast like smoothies, juices to maintain your energy throughout the day. After that, you should attend your classes because to maintain your energy throughout the day, you should not miss your breakfast. That is also an important thing. You should eat healthy, nutritious to maintain healthy as well and to perform your daily activity. As a human being, we need energy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
And
so
then
much for the answer.
sleep is better than a morning sleep. And you should also find a free time yourself. In that time, you can connect with your friend, you can hang out with your friends, you could talk with your friends to refresh yourself. Rethink about your routine, in my opinion. If you are not satisfied with my answer, then you can also tell me.
No, ma'am, I'm exactly satisfied. I need to schedule my routine. Okay, ma'am, there is another question.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to complete my graduate degree to combine one private and one regular. Then how can we manage my time?
Okay, so you want to do a 2 degrees in
Exactly,
same
ma'am.
year.
Yes.
So you are doing it the private and the one is as a regular student.
Ma'am, the attendee didn't mention it.
I'm asking the one degree are you regulars as a regular student.
Ma'am, I tried combine one private and one regular. Like you can say that one major, one minor.
Okay. So you should have to prioritize assignments. Like you should find what is more important to you and then find a dedicated study space. Create blocks of study time. Study in increments. Divide your time for your most important topics that will cover your both degrees. Schedule days for after your school work. You could use a helpful resources to prevent the wastefulness of your time, or you could also join a study group that will help you to provide the materials. So you should not have to be very more about, and first and more about, you should be flexible. As a full-time student, you are expected to dedicate 35 hours a week to university studies. So you should have to be more focused. You should have to be more concentrate on your study in order to prevent anxiety, frustration, stress. Was it helpful?
Yes, ma'am, I need to manage my time. I need to select which is more important to me, either my major or my minor. Thank you so much for your answer.
Any other questions?
Okay, ma'am, thank you so much for your time.
Mention not. It was my pleasure.
We hand over to Muhammad Hamza X. Shah.
Everyone, I am Mohammed Hamza. I hope I am audible to all of you. So, as today is our last session from the webinar series, and I have a small closing presentation for you. So, thank you very much, all attendees, all speakers, and especially Abdul Rahman, who organized the webinar very well. So there, as we organized the 10 webinars, this is our the pilot project milestone. We organized the 10 webinars on different topics, hot topics of today's, and collectively we have around 900 to 900 plus audience, including all webinars. So this is the message from our speaker, who did talk on the research methodology, Dr. G.S. Javed. Let's have a look. I hope I hope, I think there is a technical issue. So he was saying he was giving a big thank you to all of you, and he was sharing his experience with you guys. And he was saying that in his session there are 150 people who attended his session, and he was very thankful to all of them. And there is another short presentation by the IEEE Industrial Application Society Global President, Mr. George. He wants to be with us in this session, but due to his commitments, he's not connected with us online. So he shared his presentation with us. Let's have a look. On the behalf of Dr. George, I'm sharing his presentation. Dr. George is the IEEE senior member, and he's IEEE Industrial Application Society president from 2019 to 2020. Uh, IEEE Industrial Application Society was formed in 1965. Where after the creation of IEEE, it's one of the oldest society of IEEE. Uh, the major commitments of IEEE Industrial Application Society is that uh, the two committees formed in 1910 and 14 of the original 23 committees still exist. The membership of IEEE Industrial Application Society is the fifth in IEEE size. There are around 15,000 members over 440 chapters, mainly joined with other societies like PLS. PLS is Power Electronic Societies, and PS, Power Energy Society. There are student branch chapters in 30 plus countries, and there are in 30 plus countries and technical chapters in 67 countries. IEEE gives financial sponsors to almost 50 conferences per year. The IEEE is the core. Industrial Application Society is the core member of IEEE Transport Electrification Community. IEEE Industrial Application Society supports smart grids, smart cities, system councils, and IEEE smart. So he gave his massive uh, thanks and massive congratulations on our the IEEE Potential Development webinar series. So he's saying congratulations to all of you. So on the behalf of IEEE Industrial Application Society, IEEE Young Professional Society, I am really thankful to all of you to joining the session, to joining all the uh, webinars. So I hope you will join my phase 2 webinar after the Eid, and after the holidays we will start our phase 2 with some new ideas, with some new talks. If any one of you wants to join, wants to deliver any talk, you wants to recommend someone to deliver a talk, we are open for you. So if you have any query related to anything, you can email me. I hope already of you have my emails. I have emailed a lot to you. I hope all of you received of your certificates as well till now. The certificates of previous yesterday's sessions and today's session will be delivered by tonight or next by tomorrow morning. So if you have any query, if you want me to, if you want, if you have any recommendation for me, if you have any comment, any suggestion, inform me for this webinar series. This is open floor for you. You can email me, you can message me. All of you have my credentials as well. Another thing, the IEEE webinar series is open for collaboration as well. If any one of you from any city, any country, any section, any student branch wants to collaborate with us for our future project, we are open with you as well. So thank you very much for joining the sessions of 10 webinar. And then the journey of 10 webinar is not so easy. It's, it needs daily dedication and motivation to learn on some on through online systems. So I really appreciate all of your efforts and all of your dedication. Thank you very much. I'm humbly thankful to all of you who joined the session and those who make this webinar pilot project the successful one. Thank you very much, all of you. Stay blessed, stay happy, and we are open for you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so thank you so much to all of you for giving us your precious time. We will also have a good time in the next session.